Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So we are going to do the practical, and first of all I want to explain you what basically we are going to discuss inside our practical. Uh, the topics that we will cover here is check the current network configurations, how we can check it, what are the method, okay, and what do you mean by the connections, and how to create a profile connection for the network interface. We can only attach one profile connections with the interface. So if you have already existing profile connections, we can create the new one and we can attach with the network interface. So how we are going to do, create a network profile connection, attach with the interface the physical device and disable the previous profile, okay, and off the auto connect for the previous device. So let's start. Before starting, I would request everybody to subscribe to my channel and press the like button as well as for the bell notification. So let's start. We have already one server running, which is server 1. And let's see what is the address assigned to it. If you see, we have this loopback IP. This is a server system loopback IP. We don't use this one. And this is ENSN. This is the interface where the 192.168.105 IP assigned, and this is for the VMware virtual card. Whenever you install any virtual machine on the ESXi server, so you get this interface. This is by default, this is nothing to do here. So the main important part is ENS, this one. Here you can see this is up, and this is having IP address. This is the Ethernet address of this interface, and this is the gateway, and this is IP version 6. We can see it's enabled here, okay. So let's start with the Nml Cli Connection Show. By this way we can see what are the connections available for the so connection name is ENS33, which is attached to the device 33, okay. And if we want to see the detail of this, we need to do ENS33. so it's a long list of information. Basically you can see the interface name is ENS33, and the general name is ENS, and IP address is this, and the status is said active, and auto connected also should be there. Okay, it's not there. Okay, auto connect is yes. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's create a profile first. Nml Cli Connection add. If you see, if you enter here, you can see number of options available for you. Okay, you can see inside the man command and Nml Cli. All whenever you do tab, you can get this information. So based on your requirement, you can do the you can choose whatever the appropriate for you. So let's create one connections. Clear the screen. Nml Cli Connection add. So the name, connection name, what we want to give, it's let's say BIDS, bits, and here IP version 4, address 192.168.1.104/24, gateway will be 192.168.1.109, and the type is Ethernet, interface name ENS33. This is basically ENT0 in physical server, but in virtual machine it will be ENS33 like this. And IP version 4 method, which we are going to use manual. Okay, so if you see in Nml Cli connection show, we have bits profile connection exists and still it is not activated yet. So let's see the active one. Active one is only ENS33. This is for the virtual. So let's do one thing, assign, let's up this profile and attach to the ENS33. Let's see what happens. But make sure before you are doing this activity you have access to the console, because the moment once I attach the profile, what will happen, that new profile will attach to the interface and new IP will assign. So the new IP is 104 and the previous IP is 105. So the moment I will attach the profile, 105 IP will go off, 192.168.1.105 and 192.168.1.104 IP will come up and your session will go off. So if anything happens wrong, make sure you have server console access. So here I have already server console access because I am running VMware. So this is my console over here, it's working. So let's do one thing, Nml Cli connection up bits. Okay, so now you can see no session is coming, and as we already know, we have the IP address of 194. Let's see whether we are able to get it or not. Maybe it will take some time. Okay, let's log in into the server. Maybe something wrong happened. Login using root user. As I have already told you, direct root login is not recommended, but this is lab, so I'm just using the root account. Let's try one more time. It should be 4. Not yet came back. No, so let's go to the console. This is a console. Let's make it bigger for you so that you can see. Okay, so IP address, now you can see 104 is, oh, I think something wrong when I assign the IP address. Let me see. Oh, it is 196. Basically it should be 168. Instead of 168 I just put 169. Okay, so I need to correct it. Nml connections modify. So by this way you also can get to know about the modify connections, how it's work. And IP version 4 address 192.168.1.104. Let's try to access this now. Still it's facing some issue. Let's close this session. So 160. Okay, this is not yet changed. Network system CTL restart network. Let's try to check the IP address. Okay, now it's reflected. just take new session with the 104 IP address. Oh sorry, one more thing I have done wrongly here. The gateway should be 1, so this is also I need to correct inside this one. So let's modify it. Modify gateway for 192.168.1.109, and okay, let's start for the network activity, network services. Then see, you should be able to access it. Not this one, 104. So yeah, so this time finally you are able to access the network interface, able to access the server. So guys, you have seen now one of the live troubleshooting where if anything happens wrong in your command, definitely you are not able to do anything. I have my battery low, so let me connect my charger. Okay, so any of you have seen in previous example, if any of the information is wrong, definitely you won't be able to connect to the network. Luckily I have console, so I'm able to make it. Now let's do one thing, check the network connections, which connection is connected. So you can see now bits profile connection is connected to the interface. Okay, now let's go to the configuration file of this one. Okay, before going to configuration file, let's do one thing. Let's reboot the server and see which interface is, which connection profile is going to take, bits or ENS33. Before that, check the IP. So it's 104. Reboot the server. Until server won't come up, I'm just going to pause the video. Okay, now server is up. Let's see which connections it's taking. Hopefully, let's see first. Okay, it's taking 104. Clear the screen, check IP address. So it's have taken 104. So by default, whatever profile you attach to the network interface, that only it will take, and it will be the recent one. Let's go to the network interface file, configuration file, which is this config network script. And if you list here, you can see both configuration file EF, CNG, ENS, and these bits also available. So on boot, yes. Boot proto, none. On boot, yes. So let's do one thing, because there are some chances maybe it may accidentally can attach to the our network interface. So let's do one thing, just make it auto connect disable. So the same command, modify ENS33, and for IP version 4 auto connect. Okay, so it should be no. Let's see whether configuration took place or not. So on boot, no. Now it's changed back. Okay, so guys, through the configuration file also, there is also one more method you can do directly inside the configuration file, but it's not recommended. Always just try to use this Nml network management command line interface, which is very useful, and you can do most of. Hope it will clarify all your MNL CLI related doubts, and what is a usefulness, and how you can create the connections and how you can attach to the network interface. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon and click on the like button. Thank you very much and thanks for watching.